Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Hokies ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now they'll run it to the right here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you want them to be. You want them to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure with every win. That makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to
snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Golden Bears! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. The returner will field it and bring it back. Running inside, it's Overton. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dances away to buy time. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. JKS fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Connection to the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now
makes the grab in their space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sangapolatelli. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Takes the easy one to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? The run inside. It's Overton. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Finds his big tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run it on the counter. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball over.
And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Heath. There he goes. Good, solid tackle.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down coming for this offense. Looking to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. Jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Hokies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Steps away. He'll throw it. Got it! Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top as we get a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
That's a pick.
For the score.
That's a pick.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Sangapolitelli from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down.
22.
Fourth down, Sangapolitelli unloads to the right. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Overton. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Hokies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Maybe a crease. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. Grabbed in the middle. It's strong. And they get him down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on. 30. At the 20. And he scores. Touchdown, Cal.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Baker. Dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Powers through. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Using his feet. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force it negative.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Pressure coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. JKS. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here comes the option. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks away on the left. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass, it's Baker. Gonna let it fly. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Got the first himself. Oh, a lot of space. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 4 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Boilermakers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella work in the middle of the field. You thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch? Not so much. It's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the right. It's caught. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Overton.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's Baker. He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just triples to the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
Here we go. Ready. Check.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolatelli. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Throwing Sangapolatelli. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. New set of downs after the completion. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll try the right side. Spins away from the defense. There's a crease. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The inside handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got him.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Drop the foot.